Haley Welch, also known as the Tuah Girl, she rose to fame earlier this year for her... Wait, why am I even telling y'all this? You've definitely already seen the video. But what you might not know is she's actually a millionaire. Multi-millionaire. $12 million to be exact. She has a podcast called Talk Tuah. Like, damn, you kind of bad, shawty. I think I want to talk to you. She has a merch line that's all centered around that 15-second clip where she uttered the famous words.
You gotta give him that hawk to and spit on that thing, you get me?
And the podcast also has its own separate merch line. And just going back to that $12 million net worth, she essentially amassed a net worth that most people won't get to see over their entire lifetime in 15 seconds. Just for talking about giving some of that Nancy Reagan. Really? And yes, that's just talking about it. We don't even know if she's really about that life. She could be all talk for all we know. And now I swear I'm not a hater. Like, I don't have a hating bone in my body. And like, I actually do respect what she's doing. Like, there is a lot of people that just end up having that 15 seconds of fame that just ends up being a flash in the pan. And like, she's actually taking advantage of her moment and capitalizing on the moment. And for that, I respect her. But $12 million? 12 million? Really? Just thinking about it makes me want to crash out. The average salary for a teacher in the US is $41,000. And she's made over 300 times that. Do you have a crippling amount of student debt, living with 3 or 4 different roommates, living check to check, just barely managing to scrape by? Well, that's too bad. You should have just sucked some dick, stupid. And now I know that's not exactly what Haley's famous for, but it still applies, because why are we giving these people an exuberant amount of money and a platform to make more money when the people that are actually helping this country and, you know, just guiding the future are living on pennies, barely managing to get by? It doesn't make any sense. But anyways, something about this shit just ain't adding up, man. The podcast is getting over 500,000 views per episode, but like, who is this shit for? Like, seriously, who wants to sit here and listen to her talk for 50 minutes? About what? Like sucking dick? I don't get it.
I like some of the
Hawk 2.
What the fuck does she know about
podcast? But okay, I decided to watch the first episode for this video, right? And like, I made it 5 minutes in.
Come on, Haley, it's not that bad. All right, it's time to get out of the bed and quit rotting.
Why is she rotting in bed? Like, I know it must be so hard being so rich.
Changed. No, really, I even learned that you can't bring a box cutter on a plane.
Just now figuring that out. Wait, isn't that what they used during 9/11? Was that a joke?
All right, I'm ready to talk. So I wanted to start my podcast out here in Belfast, Tennessee, where I was born at and where I've been ever since, until a few weeks ago and everything changed.
What am I even watching? This looks like B-roll from one of those TLC shows like 90 Day Fiance. I keep waiting for Big Ed to walk into the frame and say something crazy to her.
Soft. Your legs will be soft like my skin. Come on. Either that or you kiss me.
No, guys. Okay.
Like, who starts a podcast like this? What does this have to do with the podcast? What is this podcast even about? Honestly, what is this video even about? And I still don't have the answers to any of these questions. Who are the 500,000 people that are watching this shit every week? Are they all just watching out of hate, you know, praying for her downfall like me? Okay, quick disclaimer. Haley, I know you like to sue people, even though you're probably never gonna see this video, but if you do, please do not sue me. Or is there actually a talk to a fan base? Like, does she have stans like Taylor Swift? Am I gonna get shot over this?
So we'll be talking about all the crazy stuff that's happened since I got into this mess, and the stuff that me and Chelsea like to do before all this happened. And I want you guys to get to know me better than Hawk 2.
Okay, I got it. So the podcast is really just about her life and her personality and all the crazy things that have happened since the video came out, right? But it's only been 6 months since the video dropped, so like, how much could have really changed? Oh, I don't know. She just has 2 million subscribers on Instagram now. Really, 2 million people? She must be doing something, right? She must have some kind of charisma that just makes her irresistible to people. You know, Shaq recently did bring her out at one of his concerts. Oh yeah, Shaq's a DJ now apparently. You might have known that, but I definitely didn't, so there's that. But okay, anyway, so back to that concert that Shaq brought her out at. Ooh, she said the thing. Okay, so let's see this amazing personality that everyone must be loving. I know she's gonna do something crazy, right? Let's see. All right, it looks like she's standing there. It looks like that's pretty much all she's doing though. Is she gonna dance or jump or do something other than stand there and just nod her head? Hey Shaq, if you really need someone at your next concert to just stand there, I got you. Here's some of my work.
Let me see you jump again.
No, it's tuh. Like, you really got to put your emphasis. Yeah, you're not saying Tuah, you're saying tuh, you know? Like, you got to really put your back into tuh, you know?
Yeah, Haley, unfortunately I do know. But wait, didn't she just say?
And I want you guys to get to know me better than hawk tuh.
Really? Because it sounds like that's exactly what she wants to be known for. I mean, she did name her merch line Hawk Tuah, and it is on every piece of merch that they sell. Wait, who the fuck wants a Hawk Tuah phone case? Again, who are these super fans that are buying this shit? Who is this shit for? Who saw that video and was like, I need the Hawk Tuah phone case right now?
My first guess is going to be somebody that's very dear to me. Miss Whitney Cummings.
Oh, Whitney Cummings, what a pleasant surprise. It looks like they really did get the dynamic duo for episode 1.
I hated history in school, and I was just...
Well, what's the
whole
point of
time.
memorizing any history? Because we've now learned that none of it was true. Learned that the Native Americans and the Pilgrims had a fun dinner.
That's what I got from it.
I learned that they put on their best shoes with buckles and their best hat, and they all sat.
I mean, that's not exactly how things went down, and it's not what I learned, but hey, I wasn't there, and everything's open to interpretation, I guess.
Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1962.
1492.
1962? Really? 1962? I don't even know what to say at this point. I honestly don't even know what to say. I don't even think she knows who Columbus is, much less what he did or when he supposedly done it. Like, we had planes in 1962. We sent a man into orbit in 1962. You know, I'm starting to feel like somehow this just supports the point that I made earlier about how underpaid our teachers are and about how overpaid a lot of influencers are. And it's really only going to go downhill from here. I mean, why would anyone want to go to school for 4 years, get themselves into crippling debt to become a teacher just to be overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated when they could just go viral and get rich that way? But hey, I don't know. It is what it is.